So like having sex, you can have a baby. Well, if you want another baby, what do? Have sex.
Yeah.
So if speaking truth set you free, then what do?
Speak the truth.
Speak the truth, and what will it do?
Set you free.
Because if in this now you're free, and you lie in this now, then what are you?
Trap.
Trapped again.
And
So if you say, speak the truth and you free yourself, then in this one you say, I didn't slam that door, then you're trapped. But then if you say, oh shit, I just told a lie, I slammed the door, and I told, hey, by the way, I slammed that door, bam, there you are. And in the next now, what are you?
Free.
Free, because you spoke the truth. Now that's how simple it is. What's the difficulty in it?
actually doing it.
Getting there, doing it, yeah, the action of it.
It's still fairly recent for me. I can remember the lies coming out of my mouth, having them come out. In fact, very early on, I can remember not fixing the lies as they came out. I would say something, and then it'd be like I was carrying it with me, like I had a little bag on my back. I put it on my back, and that lie would
follow me around. And that's actually what it is like.
Yes.
For people who have not, that's what it is like, and everyone they tell,
there's another thing
on their back.
So I walk around seeing, I see the lies that came out my mouth, whatever, it's on a snowblower or whatever, I'd see it come out, and then I wouldn't correct it, but as I walked away from the conversation, there I was going, man, I told that lie.
Yeah.
That was such, I wonder, should I have said that? What do you about it if I did? And then the what ifs, what could haves, this, that, all that stuff is walking around like a tumbleweed in my brain.
But if you turn right around and you go back to the guy and say, yeah, I just lied, the thing's 50 years old, but it should
the tumbleweed leaves.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Then the whole thing, it's you taking that weight and you throwing it over your shoulder and it splats. And the same thing, Marilyn, you've heard me say, far rather would I have you carry it than me.
That's mean.
Well, yeah, it is mean, because it means to say, I'm not going to carry the weight of this.
But you'd give it
I'll
to
give
somebody
it to
else and
you.
let them carry it.
Now with you, I don't do that so much. No, not a whole lot. Because there's still a whole lot of anger left with you. So
I've got my friend Chris,
he's treading lightly.
I have a friend Chris who is rather what you would call a hypochondriac.
Treat you with kid gloves, in other words.
He's a person who's sort of a hypochondriac, and he sees a mosquito biting him, and he says, "West Nile virus." And
yeah.
He pushes it away. And so whenever he does that, the truth is to speak out that, wow, you are a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
Well, and so when I see him do that, I say that a person
is pissed off because he is
he actually isn't usually pissed off. He says, "Yeah, I can be." And it's like usually he takes it pretty well, but the getting it out there, a person who is used to the lying all the time and would say it wouldn't be very nice for me to say that to Chris. That I should just keep that to myself, and then because I'm carrying it around with me, that I didn't tell the truth about it, I put it down. I go, Chris is such a hypochondriac, and that's to get it out of me. So instead of just saying to Chris that you're a hypochondriac, you carry it around with you until you can get it out of you to somebody else or something.
It's not as effective to get it out to somebody else,
yes.
But it does help, and it's the difficult thing about transformation, if you allow me to use the word difficult, is it requires you speak the truth. But speaking the truth consistently gets you into trouble.